So hello everyone. Let's talk about a new question. Okay, in this question, they ask you to find out sum of all the elements present in array. So what we have to do, for example, we have an array here, so which having element at 2, 4, 5, 3, and 1, or at the respective index of 0, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And we what have to do? We have to add all the elements present in the array. Okay, and we need to print out the output of the array. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to do addition of 2, 4, 5, 3, and 1. Okay, 2, 4, 5. Just give me a minute. 3 and 1, and we have to find out the addition answer. Okay, and we have to print it out. Okay, we have to print it out. So how we can solve this? How we can solve this? Okay, in like in a real life, if I ask you to add all the elements present in the array, how you will solve it? So what you'll ask me, like if maybe you and me, we both are standing in front of us. Okay, we both are standing. Maybe this is me and this is you. Okay, so if we both are standing and I just ask you to, I will give you an array. Okay, and you need to add like all the elements in the array. So what you'll ask me, so you'll say, so please give me all the elements. So I will start giving you all the elements one by one. Okay, so I will say you like the we have 2 in the first index. Okay, in the 0th index. Then what will you do? You will have 2. Okay, you'll have 2 in your memory. Then I will say you like now the first index we have 1. Okay, so now what you'll do, you will just add 2 and 1. Okay, and you will like have it on your memory like maybe 3. Okay. Oh, okay. And after that, what you will do, what you will ask, like I will give you like the next number, okay, which is present here like 5. Okay, so this is not for 1, so it will be 4. Sorry for that. So it will be 4. So it will be 6 here. So just you will save 6 on your at your brain. Now after that, you will ask me for the next number. Then I will give you like maybe 5. Okay. Then what you will do, you will add 5 with the number 6. So what you will find here, you will find here 11. Okay, then after that you will ask me, sir, what's the next number? Okay, what is the next number? I will give you like the next number at the which is present at the third index. I will give you 3. Okay, so what you'll do, you will add these two and you will say you will have in your brain like it is 40. Okay, after that you will ask me, sir, what is the next number? Then I will give you maybe 4. Okay, then what you will do, you will add 4 also with this and you will give me like the final answer. Okay, 18. So you'll say me, so this is the final answer. So we will also follow the same technique, okay, while solving this question. Then how we'll do it? So we will first create a memory or a variable. Okay, we'll first create a variable, and in that variable, what you will do, like you will ask, we will have the array here. What we will do, we will take every elements, maybe this one. Okay, we'll have this element here first of all. Okay, the element present here in the 0th element. Okay, and we will after that, after having this element, we'll have the next element. Okay, after with this next element we will add the previous element. Okay, the index which is present here. Okay, the element at the 0th index, the element at the first index. After that we'll have the next index and we'll add that with this, the sum of these two elements. Okay, the element of the second index. Okay, of the, sorry, the element at the second index. Okay, then after that you will have the next element and we'll add this, and the thing will be continuing. Okay, so what we are doing, so if you just observe this example, or if you just observe the example, what we are actually doing, we are creating a variable. Okay, at that variable, maybe at the beginning, what's our value of sum. So at the, we don't have anything in the value. Okay, so let me create a variable name as sum. Okay, and just give it a value of 0 because we don't have anything. Okay, in the first like we didn't add anything. Then after that, let us create the array. Okay, so just put the same values, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, and after that, what is that? It's 3 and 1. Okay, 3 and 1. Now what we will do, we have the sum presently with us. Then what we'll do, we will add our sum with the array index of 0. What is that? This is 2. Okay, so in the first place we have 0, then we'll add it with our 0th index element. What is that? 2. Okay, and we will store it. Okay, where we should store it? We will store it at this variable only, at the same variable. Okay, we will store this thing, like we should update the value now. First of all, we created a variable which didn't contain anything. We just put it 0 because it is not any sum of any kind of any array or any value. So we just put it 0 there. Then what we, after that, what we did, we just added the value of 0 with the first index value, okay, which is 2 here, and we just store it on the sum here, okay. We store it in the sum. So what we get? We get 2. Okay, the value of the 0 will be updated to 2. After that, what we'll do? We will again add sum with the array index of the first element. Okay, array index of I means array index of 1. Okay, the first element. So what will happen? We will give here 4 and the value of sum, which is 2. So we will give here the value, updated value, and we'll store that thing on the sum only. That will update the value 6 here. Okay, after that we'll go on the next element, on the next index, okay, present in the next index. So what we'll do, we'll again do sum plus array index of here. What is this? This is 0 1 2, so it will be 2. Okay, it is 3, it is 4. Okay, so what will happen? Our sum value is presently 6 and here the value is 5. Okay, so we will add this 2 and we will update it with 11. Okay, the value will be stored here on the sum only. Okay, after that we'll go for the next index. On the next index, what we'll do, we will just add it, the value present there, we'll add it on the sum only. So what will happen, like it will be 11 and the value there is 3, so this will be updated, this is the value of the sum, and this will be updated to 14. Okay, after that on the next index, what we'll do, we'll add again sum to our next index, that's this array 4. Okay, so what will happen, it will be 1 and it is 14, so we'll add both of them and the answer will be 15. Okay, so let's just implement the thing in the code. I think you guys understand what is happening here, so let us just implement this thing in the code. So let us first create an array. Okay, like int arr, and give it a like space of 100 in the case. Okay, we won't create any like variable size array. I think you guys know. If you don't remember, just go and watch the past videos. There I already explained why we shouldn't create a variable size array. Okay, then I will take an input here. Okay, after they've been taking the input, what we'll do, we'll create a for loop. In that for loop, we'll just start it from 0 and go up to n. It is less than n, and what we'll do, then I plus plus, and we should take the inputs given there in the array. Okay, so arr I. Okay, so we have our array ready now. So now what we have to do, what I said, like we will create a variable named as sum. Okay, so int sum, and we will initiate it with 0. Okay, okay, so that's done. Now what we'll do now, we will traverse the entire array using a loop. Okay, we'll traverse the entire array using a loop, and it will should be start from int I equals to 0, then I less than n, the length of the array, then I plus, not capital I, so small I plus plus. After that, what we should do, we should do the formula which we just discussed here. What we should do, we should do sum equals to sum plus array. Now this is just continue, just upgrading 0 1 2 and 3, so this will be array I. Okay, so what should we do, so we should do sum equals to sum plus array I. Okay, I think this point is clear by now. Okay, okay, after that, when the sum is just gotten up, like we add, we traverse the entire array, we just add it up the sum, then we, what we have should do, we should print out the result. Okay, so cout sum. Okay, now if I run the code, you can see like what's it will asking for the length of the array. So let me just give it 5, and with there we just give the same indexes 2 4, okay, and 5 3 and 1. So it's not mandatory to give same indexes, but I'm just giving it to like prove our hypothesis. Just as we calculated, it will be 15, so we got the result 15. So let me run it again and show you like our code is working properly. So let me just give another length maybe 6, and let me just put some random values. Okay, okay, so the sum will be 29. You can check it yourself. So this is how we can like add all the elements on the array. So let us like have a dry run. Okay, so we should dry run the code after writing the code. So let us just have a look at the code, and let us just have a dry run of that code. So what we are doing, in the first line, we created an array named as arr of 100 size. Okay, after that we created a variable n. Okay, so our array is created of 100 size here. Okay, okay, and we created a value of n, and we also created a variable of sum. name as sum, and we just store there 0. Okay. After that, in this line, we just take an input of n. Maybe in our case, what we take the input, we take it input as a 5. Okay. So after giving that input 5, so our loop will start. In the case of loop, now the value of n is updated to 5. Okay. In this case also, it will be updated to 5 because we take the input as 5. Okay. Now what will happen? It will start, this loop will start. So in this loop, what will happen? I will go from 0 to up to 4. Okay. Why? Because less than 5, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and going there, so we will take the inputs. Okay. So in the first turn, the I will be 0. So maybe in the case, in the like in the example that we take, so we just give the inputs as 2, 4, 5, 3 and 1. Okay. So what will happen? So in the case of 0, we just give the input as 2. So the at array index 0, 2 will be placed there. At the second time, we just give input as 4. So array index 1, the 4 will be placed there. At the second, at the third index, what is happening? Like, not at the third index, or at the index 2. Okay. So at the index 2, or this is the third index for the first, second, third. So at the index third, okay, we are just giving the value of 5. So it will be placed here 5 at this 2 index. So at 3 index 3, so we just give input as 3. So okay, so 3, so 3 will be placed here. Okay. And index 4, we just give value at 1. So the value will be 1 here. Okay. And the rest of the array will be empty, with filled with garbages. Okay. So this is our array 3 and 4. This is our final array. Now what we are doing at the next loop, so this part is quite important. So what we are doing in the next loop, we are just going from I 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And what we are doing, we're just having a sum value here. So what's the present sum value of our? So it is 0. Okay, so it is 0 right now. Okay, so what we are doing at the present sum value, at sum value of 0, what we are doing, sum equals to sum plus arr I, sum plus arr I. Okay, so what we are doing? We are doing sum plus arr of I. So what is the value of arr I? Means in the case of I, what is the value of I? The I value is 0. Okay. So I will be, so what will be, what this will be? It will be arr of 0. So what this arr of 0 means? Arr 0 means, and the value of sum will be 0, and arr of 0 means our 2. So the updated value of the sum will be 2 now. Okay. And now in this index, what should we do? We should give us again, we should do like sum plus arr of I, so which here I represent 1, so it will be sum plus arr of 1, and the value of arr of 1 is 4, so you'll do 2 plus 4, which will be 6. So this value will be updated to 6 here. At this level, what we'll do, we'll do sum plus arr of I. So for sake of simplicity, I just using s instead of sum. Okay. Now here the sum will be arr of 2. Okay, because the value of I is 2. So what will happen, like the value of sum is 6, and I is going to be 5. So we'll have 5 here. So if we add these two things, so it will be 11. Now at this stage, what will happen, like sum plus arr of I. At this stage, I means arr of 3. So arr of 3 contains the value of what, 3. So it will be 11 plus 3. Okay, 11 plus 3, it will be 14. So the value will be updated to 14. Okay, at the next stage, we will have sum plus arr of I. Okay, so sum plus arr of 4, which means sum means 14 plus arr of 4 means we can have the value of 1. Okay, so it will be adding the value of 1, and our final value and the updated value will be 15. So we added all the elements, and the final sum is 15. So this is what we did here. So this is the question, the solution of the question, like how we can add all the elements present in the array. So this way, if anyone asks you like do the multiplication of all the elements in the array, so what we have to do, just you need to change the operator. Instead of sum, you can use the multiplication. And after that, if we just go here, like you may just have a simple example, like if we take three inputs like 2, 3 and 4, and we'll get the multiplication here. But there is one thing, like in the case of multiplication, you need to just change the value. Like we just, what happened, we just get a 0. But why we get the value 0? Because the value sum is initial, just starting with 0. Okay, so what we have to do, we just need to change it, and we can just, even we can change the name from sum to multiple also. And then we just need to change it with 1, because why? Because if it is starting with 0, then all the consecuting values like which will come after it, so they all will be 0, because everything multiplied by 0 is 0. So what we are doing, like, let me just 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we get the sum also. Okay, so I think you understand like how we are doing it. So in case of sum, what we have to do, we have to do it 0 and add. And in case of multiplication, we just need to just change the value of start the value from, not from 0, from 1, and we need to change this addition to multiplication. Okay, I think it's you understand the problem. And if you don't, then I recommend you to go and watch the video again, and just to do just subscribe the channel and follow the playlist where we are solving a lots of questions from array, and we are just understanding array, like digging deep on the array. And thank you for watching the video. Thanks a lot.